Hey everyone, it's Donna and I'm back. And what I wanted to share with you is some products that I found that for those who have subscribed to my site that have a problem with gluten, I found some products that are gluten free. They're organic, vegan, and non-GMO. Now I wanted to share these with you. I just did the video on the blueberry muffins or blueberry scones, and I was unsure what the taste was going to be like. I knew what the one flour would taste like because I've had that my whole childhood, and that's been quite a long time ago. So when I tasted the muffins or the scones, they were absolutely delicious. And me, I'm one, because of all my food allergies, when I try something that I've never had before, I get kind of jumpy inside and kind of nervous and wondering, am I going to have a reaction? Which that's common with people that have food allergies, especially when you try something new. But I know I'm not having an allergic reaction, and they tasted so yummy, and I will have to order more and more of this. Now the first flour I'm going to talk about is one that I saw the name on a corn site, of people that were allergic to corn, and I thought, what is Teff? I've never heard of that. Well, Teff is an ancient grain, and this particular bag is the flour from Ethiopia in Africa. It's gluten-free, and they now grow it here in the U.S. They grow it in Idaho, and it's a good source of protein. What it tells you about it is that it's got 38 grams of carbohydrate. The dietary fibers are 18%. Your total sugar is 1 gram. It also has 5 grams of protein, which we all need protein to help our bodies to function, to keep the muscles working right. It also has 60 milligrams of calcium, which is 5%. Iron is 4 milligrams, and who can't use iron? I've had to have iron infusions. So for me, this is really great because I'm getting the iron that I need on a daily basis, because it's 22% of your daily requirement. It also has 200 milligrams of potassium, which is 4%. Now, when you use this, you have to mix it, well, according to this one recipe, it's just pure Teff. They're not mixing it with anything. But some of the recipes I've seen for Teff, they want you to mix like buckwheat flour, rice flour, potato starch, or something on a 1-to-1 mixture to, because this is super fine. And the one I got is the ivory. Now this comes in different colors. You can get it in brown, red, the white, the ivory. Just depends on where you get it and how you buy it. Now there is a recipe that the Ethiopians use, and it's called injera, and it's a flatbread. And my husband, when I was telling him about the Teff and the recipes that people use for it, he was really curious, and he wants me to try to make the injera. Now, they actually use the injera like eating utensils with their food as they're eating. So I got this on Amazon, and you'll have to go in there and take a look at what they have, where it comes from. They had some that I was going to order that comes straight from Africa itself. But I read all the reviews before you order anything. But I thought, to start out with, I'd just start with this. And this is only 1 pound. So if I really like it, then I'll order more than that. So the next one I'm going to talk about is this one. This is my favorite. And this is organic buckwheat flour that is gluten-free, vegan, and it's organic. And I did not know this because I always thought buckwheat was just another grain, a different type of wheat. But here's what it says about buckwheat flour. It's actually made by grinding raw buckwheat groats. While the name of buckwheat contains the word wheat, it isn't related to wheat at all, which is great for those who cannot do wheat. Buckwheat is the nutrient-dense seed of a plant that is related to rhubarb. Now, I was really surprised when I read that. It says its fiber and proteins make baked goods fluffy and delicious, not to mention nutritious. It is a great replacement for recipes that use other flours that contain gluten. It is also a complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids. So you can use it to make pancakes, soba noodles. You can use it for bread and for all kinds of things. And what it says about it has in here, the main things it has is it's got 0.3 milligrams of iron, 2 milligrams of calcium, 0.1 microgram of vitamin D, and the potassium is 55 milligrams. Now, I grew up eating buckwheat pancakes. It was our weekend treat for my mom. So when I saw the buckwheat flour, which I have never seen the flour in all my years, I have never seen buckwheat flour until I was searching for this item here, the Teff. So I was really excited and had to buy it right away. So I'll be mixing this not only in my scones and quick breads, but I will be using this mix in my pancake mix because it's one of my favorite flavors in pancakes. It makes them light and fluffy and they're just so yummy. So now I'm going to go on to my next one, which is another form of Teff. And I accidentally got this. I thought I was getting this. And I ended up with this one, which it's the grain itself. It has not been ground into flour. And when you look at it through the little window, you see all these tiny little grains. And it reminds me of cornmeal. Well, what do you think the recipe is on the back? It's called Teff polenta. Now, polenta is a fancy word basically for mush. My husband loves cornmeal mush or polenta, and he would like me to make it, and this was before I developed my allergy. He would have me make it, put it in a loaf pan, and let it get super, super cold, and then I would flip it out of the pan and slice it and fry it and get it all crispy and brown, and then we'd eat it with butter and pure maple syrup, which I'm a big advocate on pure maple syrup. I've eaten it for years, so it's a big thing for me so that I'm not getting corn syrup in because to me the imitation never really tasted mapley anyway. But this here has a recipe how to make it. And this one, how they make it, they use virgin olive oil, garlic, onions, green peppers, the Teff grain, pardon me, sea salt, 2 cups of plum tomatoes, and fresh basil. And so you're actually making this up like you would a rice dish and then eat it. But for Chuck, I would just do like a cup of it with a cup of water, 2 cups of water, whatever, and then do it up like he liked it. And I'm going to try that and see how it comes out. So this one too has a lot of good nutrients in it. It's got 200 milligrams potassium, 4 milligrams iron, 60 milligrams calcium, excuse me, and 5 grams of protein. So it's really a good product. It does not have any added sugar to it. It has a natural sugar, which is 1 gram. So I'm going to try this and see how it comes out, and I'll let you guys know that I am really getting into trying to find different alternatives for different foods, because so many people not only have the corn allergy, they have a lot of other food allergies, just as I do. And so it makes it really, really hard to eat. So I'm going to try out the recipes for the polenta here and let you know how that is. And I'm going to continue to use the Teff and my buckwheat flour. And you guys can find all these products on Amazon, and the prices, they may be a little bit high, but I'll tell you what, when you have to deal with the kind of allergies that we deal with, they're worth it. You're saving your own life by using a product that is safe for you and not having to deal with worrying about, well, is it got corn in it, this or that. None of these have any corn products in them whatsoever, and they're just pure. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Continue washing your hands and using safety protocol. I know that people are getting vaccinated. Pardon me. But we still have to take those precautions, because if you're like me, I'm terrified to take the vaccine until I've seen my doctor and we can do it in a medical environment. So until next time, guys, take care. Enjoy the weather. If your weather is getting beautiful like ours is, enjoy it, and we'll see you soon.